Teachers. Our highly esteemed, ever-giving, ever-loving, all-knowing, never disappointing, never phased, never paid, always tensed, always stressed, always complaining, two-timing, witch-hunting, fun-hating, dreams-crushing teachers. What would we do without them? Who would bore us with their 9 million thousand-hour lessons? Oh, don't get me started on their lessons. I'm pretty sure the sleeping pill is just one giant math lesson compressed into a pill. Think about it. So when you swallow the pill, it just explodes in your system and bores the living shit out of you. I don't know about you, but I reached peak and dangerously high levels of boredom in math class. Lord have mercy. Sometimes I got so bored during math that I started to feel literal teardrops forming in my eyes. Like, what the fuck? Who would make us suck our teeth and cringe at their stupid ass, dry ass, nobody gives a fuck about what the fuck you're saying as jokes? Do these teachers even hear the jokes they've been trying to learn? Talking about, you know why computers can't drive stick shit with a hard on? Because they can hardly drive. What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. There are 32 people in this room. 33 if we count your big ass tummy. 64 if we count all our reflections on your bald head. 9,539 if we count all of the people watching this video right now, and you are the only one laughing at that stupid ass joke. This is why your wife left you. I'm not a lawyer, but I believe that telling such jokes in front of kids should be some form of sexual harassment or assault or something. I believe you should serve a jail term or something. And not just because I hate math. Who else would judge someone off of some random test and tell the student that he'll never, ever make it in life? Like, bitch, he's 9. How the fuck do you expect him to solve a simultaneous equation? Most adults, which obviously does not include me, don't even know how to solve one single equation singularly. Did I say that word correctly? Singularly. Whatever. Anyways, let alone solving 2 equations at the same time. Like, why, Mrs. Pecklebum? He would never make it in life because of some simultaneous equation? Like, what the fuck, man? Alright, now tell me, where on earth would this kid ever need to use this almighty, how great thou art, important knowledge of whatever simultaneous equation? And then we have the teachers that are just plain crazy. No holds barred. I eat bread and toothpaste for breakfast. I believe the earth is flat because my Ouija board told me so kind of teachers. When I see these kind of teachers, they make me question what the selection process must be for teachers. If you're a teacher in the comments, you can corroborate this fact. Before now, prospective teachers used to write literal exams, pass the exam, and then come for an interview where they score your dressing, your composure, and your grasp of the subject before you can even be considered to sit on top of the pile of other applicants. But now I'm sure they just pick anyone with a sharpened pencil and a beating heart, because the kind of teachers we see in schools these days. Eesh. There's this one teacher who was teaching elementary, fucking elementary, and she got fired for breaking the kids' this genius managed to find a way to get fired. So it turns out she threw a textbook at his head and he used his arm to protect himself. And this textbook literally sent this boy to the ER. And y'all wonder why I hate books and their authors, especially the authors. Why not? A couple of them literally gang up to write a single massive book and expect a little kid to learn all what took them adults many, many months to compile. But I digress. How about the teachers who were probably Nazis before 1945 and, once in a while let their experiences so casually flow into their lessons? Like Mr. Gunther, what was that part, what was that part about you knowing so many ways to get away with genocide? And why does every lesson remind you of the Second World War? We're doing grammar practice. Something doesn't add up. How about the ones who don't know shit? I can't explain shit to save their lives. They literally just read the textbook aloud, and when you say you don't understand a certain part, they give you this, "Are you serious?" kind of look. They sigh and make a nasty comment that's meant to make you feel dumb. And Bitch, it's your fucking job. Like, these are the same teachers who will be on their phones all day. They just don't care. And then we have those teachers who punish everyone for the offense of one student. And when you ask them, they say the peer influence would usually force the perpetrator out. Look, someone just pointed a laser at the board. This isn't a crime scene. And they wouldn't have to do that if your stupid lesson wasn't eaten into our lunch break. Now, all because of a laser pointer, they punish the whole class. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because I especially loved it when our female teachers would grab me by the collar, twist my wrist, bend my arm to my back, slam my head on the nearest desk, and then smash my head onto the desk a couple more times. And if I get lucky, they add the knee to the nutsack. I mean, I'm no masochist, but hey, those were good times. Then you have those teachers who do nothing but talk about their youthful days. 31 students in this class. None of us will give a fuck. 80-minute lecture, and this man in a faded suit has been rambling on and on about how he kept himself until married for 70 minutes of this lecture. No, that's not even the sad part. He then has the nerve, the effrontery, the audaciousness, the audacity, the brashness to get mad when someone tells him to proceed with the lecture. Like, you know what? I actually feel the pain of those school shooters, because if I have to sit through another lecture from this man while he narrates to us how he defended his house from nine attackers, bare-fisted, I honestly can't guarantee that I'm not going to shoot up the school. I'm joking. That was a joke. I think. I'm not going to pretend like teachers are all bad and I have no good memories of them. I'm not a bad person, okay? So, since I've spent the last 7 minutes and 17 seconds bitching about them, I might as well just, add a couple of things I loved about my teachers, Number one on that long list. Oof, trust me, the world could end today and I would not regret loving every single one of those teachers. Oof, I can forgive all the shit I went through in school just for this one reason. I mean, in retrospect, school was worth going to every morning when I remember this one thing, and that is my thick teachers. I'm talking about those pear-shaped, thick-ass teachers with dump trucks that I could legit serve on a plate and eat all day. Male and female too. Well, I guess as a teacher, I would also be mad at everyone if I was never paid on time, have to show up to work every day, to a job I hate, to put up with a boss I hate, to teach the same boring, monotonous course every day for years on end, and then the worst and most evil ordeal that teachers have to put up with. I mean, it's common knowledge that kids are a thing of joy. And I'm not a violent person, but sometimes I take a long look at kids in all their cuteness, and I just want to punch them in the fucking face. Oh my goodness, fuck no. Teachers have to deal with kids. Parents always say they love their kids so much, but it's only because you don't get to see them for most of the day. Of course you love your kids. All you do is deal with them when they're tired and sleepy and cute, and you just read them a bedtime story and a good night kiss. I guarantee you would hate your kids if you had to deal with them all day, every day. And what's worse, some parents don't even want to do the bare minimum and teach their kids how to behave like a basic mammal. They just want to drop their hyperactive kids at school for the teachers to handle, run off to work, and come back when they tire themselves out. And the teachers, no wonder all the teachers in Ohio want to blow their brains out. Sorry about that last part being about Ohio. I don't mean to make fun of the whole state, but what else do they have going for them? At least now they're on the map.